Couple of games on NBA Thursday here with the Bucks taking on the Pacers. If you say Indiana Pacers, I'm saying over. That's what somebody told me. Was that in the chat yesterday here, or was that in some chat room? Uh, you say Pacers, I say over. Boy, and the Bucks. We talked about the Bucks. Are on the back to back here, certainly in this one, but. Uh, we'll see. I mean, I'm not expecting any kind of news to come out regarding injuries. We'll take a look here, bring it up, and see where we stand as I get rolling with the NBA coverage. Right now, the Bucks are favored by 3 or so, and the total is dipped here to 241 and a half. And yeah, we look yesterday. So remember in the Pacers game yesterday when I talked about the Pacers, they're both on the back to back, obviously, by the way, but said, you know what, I got a reverse course now. I'm ready to give into this Pacers over situation, and said, let's do it against the Jazz. I do believe in it now. And of course, that one rolled to the over yesterday, and the Bucks also got a big time over yesterday. I had went under in that game as a premium, but here we are seeing maybe just a little bit of a dip here. We've seen a little bit of uh, line movement come in on this under, and maybe that is going to be the way to look actually back at this game. Even though, like I said, the Pacers, I mean, they've been big time. Uh, some of these scores have just been outrageous with the Pacers so far. They're the team that they're the anti Timberwolves, I guess, at this point. For the Pacers so far. They're 7-1 to the over this season, and 5-3 against the spread. We talk about what the Bucks' problems are. They're just always overvalued in most of these spots. And you got to wonder with the back-to-back situation now. Middleton probably going to be in there tonight after taking rest. I would guess Giannis, he got some rest. In the fourth quarter yesterday. Giannis was ejected in the third quarter yesterday, so he might be a little, I don't know, fired up to get out there. Maybe I don't know, but the Bucks are not, looking that great on the to a certain extent here, covering these numbers. That looks like it continues to be a problem. Now the thing about the Pacers, even with this pace, this tempo, whatever is going on, they are winning. They're covering. They're 5-3. This has been a big, nice surprise so far for the Pacers, and maybe they could get the money here in this one again. How about you guys? Right, Werner? No, right, and you don't. I mean, the type of person he is, right? So it doesn't. It's almost like you want to make it an example of him. What were they thinking? Terrell says the Brooklyn Nets. So that's right, and we've been on him the whole time, haven't we, Terrell? It feels like maybe because my affinity for the Nets had me paying attention to him early. Right. I'm scared tonight, Ron, with the back to back. I don't know. Right. Thanks, Ron. I make it a point on um, I wish I had Tony's because the graphics, the lines, it's so cool. I said, Tony, do you ever think I could get one of those graphics? I can't even, I could barely do this. I mean, how am I going to do? Tony's got 80 million screens and I can barely, but I do take it very seriously, the graphic information. There's no doubt. I'm sure that's why I get to stay on the air. All right. I do the steam came in rolling on the over, but it's starting to have some pullback here a little bit. But let me take the Pacers here in this one plus these points. I'm not trusting the Bucks at this point. Given maybe there is a little bit of I'm not calling it value at all because of the line itself hasn't really. It's been mostly three. Maybe it opened as high as four, but that's a pretty cheap price if you're going to look to take the Bucks. And off the surface, if you just looked at general Bucks right now, NBA championship contender, and the Pacers have been, struggling over the last couple of seasons. Certainly, this start shows, hey, maybe the Pacers have something here a little bit. The fact they've covered some numbers as well. Uh, you know, Give me the Pacers here. The Hawks at the Magic. That's our second game tonight with our NBA Thursday. Hawks on the road, a 4-point favorite. Who are the Hawks to be favored on the road against the Magic? You guys, I mean, these are our Orlando Magic. These guys are looking every bit as good as the Hawks right now. It would be, I think, here. uh, with the Magic at home. The 4-3 straight up, 5-3 to the 5-2 to the number. That's what we're looking for. They're playing a little bit of defense. Yeah, they could be better on offense, but so far the Magic are 1-5-1 to the under, allowing just 105 points per game so far this season. I would think the Magic are pretty live here in this game. To not only cover that number as a home underdog, but I would think could win this game here. Could win this game here tonight. There are some concerns. Certainly, Markel Fultz is questionable. Carter and Harris are still out, but for Atlanta, let's see. Buffkin's out. Let me take a look at the matchups here a little bit, if I can, real quick, with just a couple of games in the NBA. Oh boy, what a match! It's a good, yeah. Feels like a premium almost. Maybe I should be on the total. Maybe I should be on the total here because man, Orlando looks. I don't know. Orlando looks pretty live in this spot, don't you think, you guys? There was some reported steam that came in on the over, and I think I kind of buy into it. So I might reverse field a little bit. Maybe you caught me there. Maybe I caught myself here. Take those points. If anything, there is some pretty good moves, some steam that is pretty impressive on the Hawks. There definitely is some professional betters on the Hawks. To me, it looks like it's running a little bit even though, and I'm gonna take the over as my play here on the show. One of those big numbers here with these teams, and look, both unders for Ferner here. It says in this one, and I'm gonna try the over actually in this one, and with this big number at 230, 232, 232 here. Hi, Mark. Nice to see you. I'm going to go over though in this one as my play here on the show. Give me the over 232, 232, and just kind of tailing this steam here a little bit. Let's see. Okay, maybe there wasn't. Okay, my mistake. I want to correct myself. I don't just throw around the term steam, other than it's the name of our show. And of course, it relates to a fast, late breaking line move. That's what steam means. If anybody ever wondered, most of you do because you guys are into gambling. So, steam is often a coordinated move by organizations, money, injuries, where the line moves at every sports book kind of at the same time because either multiple people are coming in. Steam plays are rolling in here in the background right now, and all this college basketball. And that's what we'll do. We're going to report to you, the Don Best Steam. I think we can do that. I mean, I pay for it. I'll just read them off, and then you guys can take that for what it's worth. I don't play every one of them, that's for sure. It just triggers me to look immediately what's going on in that game because that's the game is moving for a specific reason. Either the bet is taking place or the injury news is coming out. So that's what you want to do. All right, Orlando here for Terrell. I'm on Orlando. A lot of games. Let's keep it moving because we're going to hockey next.